Greetings one, greetings all. So, got a bit of an adventure today. I should say this weekend. Sitting in the den here, getting ready. Coffee and smoke. So, it's spring. It's morel mushroom season. Weather, I think, has been good. We've had some rain. We didn't get as much rain as I wanted, but we had some. And in my travels for work, I've seen that the woods have basically exploded with understory plants and whatnot. So I'm going to go back out this weekend. This is going to be my weekend activities here now for about the next month. I'm going to hit it hard this year. I'm going to scope out new spots. And yeah, so I'm on a mission. I haven't done very well on morels the last couple of years. Where I go, the loggers came in, they took out all the trees. So it's kind of hard to find the right trees to find morels. So yeah, it's a little hard. So I'm going to be exploring some new areas and digging farther in, deeper, try to get where the pork and beaners aren't finding stuff right off the trail kind of thing, you know. Get my own hot spots. So I have my GPS along. If I do find a hot spot, I can mark it on my GPS and go back to it. Anyway, I was going to, I'm going to make a weekend of this. I'm going to stay overnight. So I was going to get a hotel room and do the, hey, I'm a comfortable old man, you know, with a hot shower and a nice bed and whatnot. But I thought, no, I think I'll do some primitive camping. So I've been really watching a lot of stuff on YouTube and a lot of primitive camping channels and stuff, and it's intriguing, okay, and I'm interested, but I haven't done any sort of primitive camping in many years. Growing up, that's what my dad liked to do. Just a leaky old pup tent and a backpack and a canoe and trundle way back into the wilderness and hack a campsite on the side of a lake and suffer mosquitoes and rain and flooding and yeah. So kind of got inspired by watching the YouTube videos, and I thought, what a perfect opportunity. The mushroom woods where I go, it's about an hour drive from here or more, hour and a half. And instead of going there, I always do day trips. Go there and then come home at night and then go out the next day. It's like, why don't I just stay there? It's a huge tract of county land. You can camp anywhere you want. So why don't I just rough it once, you know? Well, I find out I'm not really roughing it. All right, so you know, there's no starting fires with fire sticks and birch bark. I'm bringing along my own firewood. The reason being is like I said, we haven't got as much rain as I want to totally saturate everything. So the woods are really still crunchy, and I just don't want sparks and stuff flying from my fire, starting a problem. So as much as I'd like to take my new chainsaw, which I'm taking, to clear trails if there's a tree down across the trail, but as much as I'd like to cut my own firewood and split it and do it the right way, I'm actually bringing my own firewood. I'm bringing construction scraps that won't be snapping and popping when they burn, hopefully, to cause a possible fire issue. So playing it safe there. Otherwise, I would do it the old way. I wouldn't chop nothing down with an axe and sit there with a handsaw or a jackknife saw cutting up firewood till 10 o'clock at night. No, but I would get my own firewood. So there's that. My tent is kind of cool. I bought a stargazer tent a while back, a little 2-man stargazer tent. So the whole top is all just mesh screen. It's really cool. So I'll be sleeping in that, but we're not using a foam pad because I'm old, my back hurts, and so I brought an air mattress and a sheet and a blanket for that. I've got I'm bringing along a jug of water, great big 7-gallon jug of water, so I have enough water for whatever, washing up, washing dishes, etc. What other things? Couple of folding lawn chairs so I can sit by the fire, or a folding lawn chair. I'm donating one of my tables. Since I'm an appliance repair guy, every now and then I get a dented refrigerator door from a customer, and that would normally just end up in the dumpster and in the landfill. So I take those doors when they're flat and I make little tables out of them using 2x4s. So I had one up at camp. I stopped at camp yesterday on my lunch break at work because I was right there for a service call, and I grabbed the table from camp and I'm literally going to donate it. When I make a campsite, when I hack out a campsite, I'm going to leave that table there, and I'll write on it with a magic marker, please leave for future people to use, etc. So that's coming along. I've got lights. Where I'm going, it's bear country, big time. So I brought along some ultrasonic pest repellers that I found work really good at keeping the bears and the coons and the possums and porcupines and stuff away. I brought 2 of those. I got some lights. I like lights, so. But I've got vintage. I've got an old school kerosene lantern along too because I love those. Just it's not. Put it this way: it's not roughing it. It's not rubbing 2 sticks together by any means. So that's the plan. So I'm gonna bushwhack back in there. There's a little lake tucked way back in there. And I found it. I couldn't find it the last time I was out. I lost my GPS coordinates on my phone and I couldn't find it, but I found it. So I'm gonna make my way back to there and try to set up a campsite on the shores of that lake and do a little fishing, panfish, and mushroom hunting. And I'm gonna get some more leeks. And I'm hoping maybe the fiddleheads will be up and I can get some fiddleheads as well. There's a chance with that rain and now we got warm weather that I might find some oyster mushrooms popping out on some trees. So there's a plethora of stuff that we can enjoy on this trip. So that's a plan. Stay overnight. Try not to be a burrito for a bear. And harvest a bunch of wild edibles. So that's what my plan is. So yeah, that's that. Also, I think I'm going to change this channel. Right now I'm doing all this filming on my iPhone. I don't have any editing software that I've figured out how to work to make a nice intro and a transition and whatnot and add music and everything. And I just don't like the hack and post kind of videos. So I had a channel way back in the day when I was part of a international pipe club, and I think I'm going to revitalize that channel, and because it has the intro and everything on it. I'm going to revitalize that channel, and I'm going to start using that channel again instead of this one. So that's in the works, but I'll let everybody know what that channel is once I figure it all out and get it back up and running. So so that's in the works. So now I'm just basically just going down through my checklist and make sure I got everything I need, and then we're gonna hit the road. And next time I see you, we'll be out in the woods. hopefully finding some morels and whatnot. So stay tuned.